my name is Susan Stamm, and if you're listening to this recording, you've been invited to a DiSC workshop, and you've also been asked to complete some pre-work. Now, in order to complete the pre-work, the reflection activity, you'll first need to complete the DiSC assessment. The moment you finish your assessment, you will land in this personal portal called Catalyst, and this is where your results will live. What we're going to do is we're going to visit three places in this portal that you will need to visit in order to complete the reflection activity, the pre-work assignment. So the first thing you'll notice is at the top of the portal, you'll see your disk style. And right next to that, you will see the disk map and your dot will be placed on that map. Okay, so once you've looked that over, we're going to learn about DiSC. What is DiSC? So we're going to come to the right side and see the menu icon. Click into that menu icon. It will give us this index over on the left. Where you want to go first is this area called Discology, and this is where we can learn about DiSC. Now you'll see this menu, but the only thing you really need to review for the pre-work is this top one called the DiSC model. When you enter this area, you'll listen to a 3-minute video about DiSC. It will answer the question, what is DiSC? Just below that, you can read about the 2 dimensions of DiSC, and then you can review the 4 primary DiSC styles. You can learn about their priorities, what motivates them, their fears, and limitations. So now that you've learned about DiSC, we're going to come over here on the left side, and you'll see the Home button. When we click into that, it's going to take us right back to where we landed initially. And where we'd like to go next is this button that says Learn about your style, just to the left of your disk map. When we click into this area, at the top, we'll see a quick overview of the disk model, which you can skip right past. And the first thing you want to look at are these 2 paragraphs about your map. This is going to describe how strongly inclined you are towards your style. Just below that, you're going to see what's called your disk story. Now, this is about 500 words of text. According to Google, it will take you 1.7 minutes to read this, and you will need to read your disk story to complete the pre-work reflection activity. So review that. And when you get below that, you'll see there's some additional information, the Cornerstone Principles and your personal style podcast. You do not need to work with these areas. Just read your disc story. Once you have finished reviewing your disc story, over on the right side where the menu icon is again, we're going to click back into that menu. And the last area you need to visit will require you to choose Workplace from the index. We're going to click into Workplace and we'll get a menu of 3 areas that we can explore. We're only going to be visiting the area called What Drives You. As we click into what drives you, there are 3 key things in here that you're going to be looking over. The first will be your priorities. Your priorities are the bolded words that encircle the disc map. You're going to review your priorities and read through those. And once you've finished reading about your priorities, you're also going to be reviewing information related to your motivators and your stressors. Once you have read through your motivators and stressors, you have completed everything you need to do to complete the reflection activity, the pre-work assignment for your workshop. I hope that you learn a lot about yourself and others that you work around and live around, and I hope you have a great DISC workshop.